Beautiful autumn day. Hello friends and relatives, how you doing? This is Chris, and I'm bringing something very new to you, something that I'm very new to. And I'll do my best to communicate clearly and authentically as possible. I felt really pulled and called to do these videos primarily because, well, the simple fact is that events straight across the board have been shut down due to our current global crisis, and that includes retreats, workshops, seminars, obviously music and entertainment and so on and so forth, which has pretty much been my career for the last 30 years or so. It's also been an outlet or an avenue for me to share a lot of the things that I want to share with you today. So I've been very fortunate to have some incredible life-changing experiences, and I've met some amazing people. I've been to some mind-blowing sites, participated in some fantastic ceremonies and events. I'd like to share all that with you. So yeah, I'm from Ontario. Grew up there and moved out west in 1998. I fell in love with the West Coast very quickly. I came out for a full moon event in Souk, BC, and played a full moon party with the Moon Tribe Collective. And after being there, I was floored by the beauty and magnificence of the coast and the trees, the ocean, the people, and so on and so forth, the vibe. And so I went back home to Ontario and packed my bags and moved out here about a month later. I would say that the one thing that really gave me the final push was witnessing a clear-cut, old-growth stump in a shopping mall in Ontario before I came out. This thing, the circumference of this sliver, I don't know, I would say they're probably, 20, 25 feet wide. And I talked to the Sierra Club people that were hosting this exhibit, and they informed me that Clayoquot Sound and other regions, including the Great Bear Rainforest and Ilaho Valley, were all being clear-cut from these old-growth trees, and it was essentially being pulped into toilet paper. 2,000-year-old trees so that we can wipe our butts with soft toilet paper. Can you imagine? Incredibly disturbing. So I just wouldn't have anything of it. And I became very inspired and very passionate and vowed that I would not, under any circumstance, allow this to continue, at least within my power, and do everything I can to put a stop to this. I came to realize that some of my efforts and intentions with using music as a tool to gather and assemble people, and to use that as an opportunity to disseminate information and promote change. I adopted that from Ontario after working on an Earth Roots campaign for the old growth white pines in Temagami, and witnessed the success and power of that. So I brought that formula out west to use it to stop the destruction of these ancient forests out here. And so I started in the Ilaho Valley in Squamish, which is where we are right now, and stopped the clear cutting and the logging up there, and then proceeded to work for or with the Sierra Club in also putting a stop to the logging and clear cutting that was going on in Clayoquot and the Great Bear Rainforest. The path or the calling that I've had, this contract, goes all the way back to be quite honest, before I came into this body. I have memories of connecting with ancestors and star beings and making a contract before I even came into this this lifetime. So when a lot of things came to fruition and started to manifest, it made a lot of sense to me. It was not only validation, but it just really gave substance to what I was experiencing as a youngster, and what these visions and dreams and messages were all about. So yeah, I was very fortunate to meet a lot of really powerful, respective elders throughout Canada, the US, and Mexico. And I'm here to ultimately share that and to apply those teachings and traditions to everyday life, to show people how to live mindfully, to live with intention, to treat every moment and every day as ceremony, and have fun with it. But also recognize the importance and significance of these messages and teachings as well, because they're very powerful and potent. And one of the primary reasons why I'm sharing these videos is not only because events and workshops and retreats and so on have been shut down, but also because I did not have the opportunity to do this as much as I wanted to in person. I didn't have the finance to travel. I didn't have the freedom or the time based on my parenting commitments. And now that these opportunities with doing these events has been taken away, I'm feeling an urgent need because of the global situation, and not just because of the pandemic or this virus, but because of global warming, earth changes, climate change, whatever you want to label it as, it's happening. And a lot of these teachings, traditions, and medicines speak to these changes. They speak to these prophecies and earth changes, these occurrences and profound experiences that we're having right now. So there's no better time than the present. People are losing hope. They're losing inspiration. And one thing that my Hopi elder taught me is don't let the people lose hope. So I've finally accepted this as my best way to share. I have had reluctance in the past, basically because these are oral teachings and oral traditions that I've received. And I felt like I was going against that, or somewhat disrespectful if I did record or make videos. But the fact of the matter is, this is the choice that we have, and keeping these teachings and messages bottled up inside of me is not doing anyone any good. So that's why I'm doing this. And as I said, it's incredibly intimidating and scary, and I'm taking the leap of faith and trusting that this is the right decision. And I do feel in my heart that it is, and I feel like this is going to be successful. One thing that was really powerful that one of my elders taught me was, regardless of how scared or concerned or intimidated we are by something, by stepping through that fear and stepping into our power, we ultimately give others the same permission. We give them the encouragement and support by doing that, because by witnessing our actions, it gives them strength and empowerment as well. And I can tell you this is not easy, and I'm doing it because it needs to be done, not because I want to do this. So once again, I hope you enjoy the content and the series of videos that I'm going to share. This is my first one, and we'll see where this goes. Yeah, it's an incredibly beautiful place. So yeah, I haven't really decided on what I'm going to do, if this is going to be a YouTube channel or a vlog, whether it's daily or weekly, or what I'm going to do here. But I've definitely got tons of content, like seriously no shortage. I could go for a couple years just off the top of my head. So I'm interested to see or hear what your input is. I'm going to reveal a lot of the topics and sort of content in upcoming videos, but I'll just give you an idea of what the first series is going to be all about. So ultimately, like, the first one is going to be based on an intro, telling you a little bit more about myself, my path, a little bit more of a history, how this all came together and what it's all about. And then the next one, segment 2, will be about the journey, how the journey unfolded, where it took me, where it brought me, the connections that I made along the way. And then, yeah, from there, introducing some of my teachers and introducing the premise of the teacher finding the student when the student is ready. And then from there, we're going to go into, the acceptance and surrender of, succumbing and allowing yourself to embark on your path, to engage, to dive in. The surrender and acceptance is crucial. And it's not only surrendering to your path and your calling, but also just accepting who you are, why you're here, what your mission and that calling is all about. And then finally, the 5th segment will be about visions, transmissions, and guidance that brought me to that place of engaging on my path and meeting the people and exploring the places and amazing experiences that I've had. So that's about it. That's where I'm going with this. And I really hope that it sounds inspiring, exciting. We're going to go deep. We're going to deal with some real life and see how we can apply this medicine to the moment. So thank you. And I look forward to sharing with you soon. Have a beautiful day.